Hey everyone, happy Friday. It's Shakti. So, title of this video is called To Rock That Jungle Gym, that's why. And little backstory to this. I have now been working out actively for approximately 2 years. And there's been a lot of difference in my body since I started working out, as you could imagine. But one of the things that makes a really big difference in my life today is how strong I've become. And I kind of underestimate that, or I overlook it because I've been doing this now for so long that I don't see the immediate benefit anymore. It's not like when you first start your fitness journey and you go from being really out of shape to suddenly being stronger and getting in shape, and you notice a really big difference and it's like, wow. But when you've been doing this for a while, you do improve. You always improve, I think. But it kind of becomes a normal thing in your life, and you don't really realize what a big difference that makes in your life. And today, I had the opportunity to go on a play date with a coach and friend of mine and her children, and our kids got to play, which was awesome, and they had an amazing time. And at one point, my son kind of climbed up this jungle gym and he wanted me to go play with him, and so also I wanted to go ahead and climb because he was really high up and he was by himself. So I just climbed on the side of the jungle gym had like these rails that you could kind of climb up like a staircase, and I just kind of got on it and climbed up in a few seconds with a tremendous amount of ease and got up to where he was and helped him walk down, which is what he wanted to do. And then just chased him around and played with him and hoisted myself up on things. And it was so easy for me to play with him. It was so easy for me to keep up with him. I didn't have to like catch my breath. And then we went to go play soccer ball in the field across. And I didn't have to like catch my breath to chase a ball or chase him. Or it just felt so organic for me to keep up with him. And there was no struggle. And that is something that I observe a lot of people that have small children when I'm out in public. If your kid decides to like run off, without you, or they do something that is so easy for their little bodies because they're really nimble and they're really strong for being as small as they are, and you can't fit in a playground with them, or you can't actually play chase with them, or you can't play ball with them, or you can't do what they want to do. I see it in parents when I'm out at a playground, and the look of disappointment and of like, I wish I could do that with you, but I just can't. But they don't want to say that to their kid either because it sucks. It sucks to say that. It's really hard. It's really hard. And I remember last year during Summit, our yearly training event for the fitness company, they had a video of a mom who, she was a winner of one of the contest challenges that the company hosts. They always give away money for the people who have had the most transformation using our products. And so every year they give out thousands and thousands of dollars to people who have submitted their before and afters and had really amazing results. And one of these women that had submitted, that was her story. And she told a story of going to a theme park with her kids and not being able to ride the roller coaster with her kids because she literally didn't fit in the roller coaster with her kids. And up until that point in her life, like, she had been generally dissatisfied with how her body looked and felt, but it didn't really hit home until that moment. And her kids were like super disappointed and sad that she couldn't fit in this ride. And she was honest enough to tell her kids like, hey, this is why mom can't do that. And it was heartbreaking for her, and it was difficult for her kids because they just couldn't comprehend why their mom couldn't fit in this ride to ride with them. And so she kind of had a moment at that point in time where she decided that she was going to make a change, and that's where her journey began. And so the film kind of showed, the beginning of her fitness journey where she was at the theme park with her kids and she couldn't fit into the roller coaster, and then the decision that she made to continue, And then when she ended up losing a lot of weight, getting really fit, and now she like plays with her kids and climbs up jungle gyms and does all this kind of stuff. And she's in really great form for herself. She feels really happy with where she's gotten her body. She feels strong in her body, and that was like her goal. Her goal was not to like get super skinny or ripped. It was just to be strong and to be able to do things with her kids that they wanted to do. And today when I was at the jungle gym and the playground and I was playing with my son, it really increased my appreciation for how much stronger I am now. Because could I have climbed that thing that I climbed today before? Yes, but I will tell you I would have probably had really bad balance, because my story is I've had really bad balance up until this moment in my life. My balance has been awful. And I would have been nervous about climbing it. I would have struggled somewhat to be able to get up those rails. But today it was like, it was so easy. I didn't even really have to think where my feet were going. Like, it felt very organic. It felt really graceful. And that's the first time really in my adult life that I have felt that way doing a physical activity of that nature. In fact, even as a child, I didn't really like to play on jungle gyms or do a lot of stuff because I didn't feel really strong. And I was always like uncertain of my ability to climb things or do things. And I didn't feel like I had the capacity to really do it. So to be able to do that as an adult and play with my son, and he loved it, of course. He wanted to be chased around. He's a very active little 2-year-old. And it was awesome to be able to play with him that way. And it took me back to where I was before I started this journey. And it really increased my appreciation for what I've managed to do in the 2 years of continually getting stronger. And it just reinforces my belief about a fitness journey, that it's not about your physical appearance. It's about what you can do with your body, really, and what you can do with your mind. What happens to you in the transformation process as you make a decision that you want to be stronger, that you want to be more active, that you want to be more agile, and then you go ahead and you engage in that journey and you get on track with that. And to me, that's always what this has been about, because the physical appearance part is almost like a really nice side effect of doing the rest of the work. It's just a nice thing to have, to look in the mirror and feel really happy with what you see. That's awesome. But it's more important that you feel really happy with who you can be and how you are in your day-to-day activity. To me, that's like way more important, that you feel resilient, that you feel capable, that you feel like you have endurance, that you feel not limited by something that is actually in your control. There's a lot of things we can't control, and those things do limit us. But the things that we do have control over, like our physical stamina, I feel like that's our personal responsibility to get that shit under control and really have the kind of physical stamina that we desire to have and that our life in general needs. And when you can do that and you take ownership of your physical stamina and you see what happens as far as like how you improve and how much better you feel, it's pretty amazing how that trickles into the rest of your life. And suddenly you have this new sense of endurance and stamina mentally, emotionally, everything changes. It's very much a compound effect. So I wanted to share that story, and I wanted to encourage you that if you're sitting on the fence of starting a fitness journey and you're like, why should I really do this? Why does this really matter? Why do I need to commit now? Yes, it's to rock the jungle gym, but it's really to rock your life. Like, the point is that you can show up in your life and have the kind of mental, emotional, and physical endurance that being alive on this planet requires without feeling like you have to tap out constantly. That's really distressing when you feel like you can't actually keep up with your life. That takes a really strong emotional toll on us. So the more that you can do to feel capable, the more you can handle what's actually in your hands and take care of it, the better in general the outcomes of what you engage in, your endeavors, your adventures, whatever you want to see and do in your life. So thank you guys so much for hopping on and watching this. I hope this message hit home. If it did, please share it. As always, the point of these videos is that more people start to ask themselves these questions, these deeper questions, and start to soul search and really get into why they're here and why they're doing what they're doing or why they're not doing what they're doing. That's really, really important. So have a very happy Friday. As always, take care of yourself and take care of each other, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.